Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of Hades 1. We are officially going upstairs.
The princess of the underworld now holds the key to the once warded gateway leading all the way up to the surface of this world. But how is she to fare in that forbidden realm?
So this might be a little bit of a weird
We'll
episode,
find out.
because I'm going to prioritize getting resources
the
from up here,
surface.
and you'll find out soon that we don't really get to do a full run for a little bit. So with that in mind, well, hey Zeus.
What are you doing on the surface, young lady? How shall you survive? Surely you know your line is bound beneath the earth. Your strength is better spent against our foes down there.
The first half of that dialogue almost felt kind of sarcastic, actually. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take Storm Ring. That's some pretty good DPS for us. We'll grab our seeds. So you'll see in a short minute why the overworld is actually a bit of a problem for us, and why we're going to be doing a lot of runs in one episode, and it's going to ramp up our night count so that I can't keep track of which numbered recording it is in a simpler fashion anymore.
What?
All right. So we're going to take damage over time very consistently now. My goal is to get as much bronze as possible, but I think we need to do at least 2 nights worth of bronze to unlock the different aspects. So unfortunately, we have at least one more death to take. But really, what it comes down to is how much time do I spend here?
Alright, what are you doing on this side? You lose your way? Thought you had business on the underworld, not here. Mayhap I'm just a bit out of the loop, is all. You need this stuff or not?
Technically, probably don't need it because we're going to die so quickly. The damage over time that we take ramps up pretty rapidly. All right, we'll take the attack. It doesn't really matter here. Anyway, so a brief glimpse into Aphira.
Isn't working.
Oh, right, I need the incantation there. We'll just take whatever chambers we can. We're looking for bronze, and objectively speaking, maybe I should have scanned around and see if there were any forget-me-not symbols on the on the doors. Oh well. Big rooms like this are not ideal because they are going to make our HP tick down even faster. Objectively speaking, what I should have taken was the Skelly keepsake, so I had a little bit more time in the world. But you can see we started by taking 2 damage a second, or 2 damage every some set of time. It skips our death defiances, actually. I forgot about that. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, so that's the overworld. We're not going to be able to stay up here very long, and that is by intent.
Just a moment.
Because we're going to get...
travel to the surface, knowing full well the fates decided long ago that those of your line could not survive there and would always be forced back to the underworld.
The curse was palpable. I never intended to stay for long, just long enough to lend my relatives support. But it seems your sisters insist that I do no such thing.
Until we have our witchy way about their wiles.
Well, I don't see them around right now, do you? Incidentally, there was once an incantation that I happened upon, which was not intended for my eyes, but I now choose to think that it was intended for yours. Farewell.
Incantation learned.
Unraveling a fateful bond.
Well, I guess I don't have to say the name then. Thanks, Mel. So yeah, because this episode's going to be a lot of dialogue, it's probably going to be its own episode, and then we'll do a run in the next one. So we're mostly just going to be spamming the overworld until we unlock all the incantations we need.
The way you can breathe out of water, so too could I breathe the surface air.
If this video ends up being relatively long, then you know for a fact that I did actually do a full run, or at least attempt one.
You must remember something of life on the surface, right, Dora? Anything at all? I wonder what it must have been like.
I don't remember, and I don't wonder. Who cares? This is the life right here. I know.
Mel definitely wants more from Dora.
He was so happy then. But now, don't let the Titan break his spirit.
Mel wants at least a little bit more from Dora in terms of like a response or a feeling about her situation, and she's not getting it at all.
The widely hated, feared embodiment of doom goes wherever the ever-weaving fates decide, and none but they can anticipate his arrival.
He sure knows how to make an entrance.
That he does.
Princess?
Thank you for visiting me last night, Lord Moros. So, hypothetically, if I were to complete a certain incantation that somehow loosened the grip the 3 fates have on my birthright, how angry would they be?
That said, I think his brother Than has a more, my flavor of entrance. Gadong!
Please understand, Princess, that I am not at liberty to give advice on matters such as that, not even hypothetically. I trust I've been sufficiently direct in putting it this way.
Brother doesn't want to piss off sister, and I respect that.
In other words, we shouldn't be talking about this at all, and I assume all risk for my actions related to any potentially forbidden incantations that I've learned.
You got it.
Yes, that covers it.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna do the town dialogue, and then we'll go upstairs again to get more bronze, most likely. Let's
Can I
see.
suppress my illness on the
Oh,
surface?
hey, we can finally get our keepsakes. That's awesome. Okay, what do we need for this? Let's see. Unraveling a fateful bond. We need thalamus. We need moss. I think moss comes from upstairs. It may come from Oceanus. I'm not sure. But we'll definitely keepsake that, or forget me not that. What I am going to do is I'm going to keep spamming overworld runs until we get the aspects of night unlocked, because let's be honest, that is one of the most fun aspects of this game. Haha, pardon the pun. We are going to unlock kindred keepsakes because, my goodness, I really would love to be able to switch out my keepsakes between rooms or floors. Manifest your collection of keepsakes in the spaces separating each region. To keep those dear to you in your heart is to have the strength to press on.
This should help. Fire and earth, between heaven and hell, make manifest my thoughts, complete my spell.
Carefully said.
All right, so just like in Hades 1 now, we have the ability to switch out our keepsakes each floor, and that lets us more tailor our run. Particularly the first two floors, we usually prioritize God keepsakes to kind of set the stage for how the run is going to go, and then we just kind of do secondary keepsakes that offer more long-term benefit to the run after that. Or we just start with Arachne's keepsake again and see how long we can let that armor last.
You visited the surface. I can't imagine that played out particularly well. At least you made it back at all.
It was draining. Even at night, something about being under the stars, I didn't know there were so many. It was more than I could take. You were right.
A lesson learned and an experience gained. The fates themselves do not want you up there. What shall you do?
Well, we'll accept that they also do want us up there.
I have an incantation to complete. I don't need to stay forever on the surface. I just need to hold on long enough to make it to Olympus.
I'm very curious to see if they give the Fates character models. I have not gotten anywhere in my personal playthrough to see if that's the case or not.
Ah, then you seek to improve this aspect of yourself without rejecting it outright. I see how that may work.
It has to.
Also, for those wondering, how do you unlock the aspect weapons? I think it's important to mention that, because for a lot of people that is a very important thing to think about. So, to my understanding, what you need to do is you need to first get Moros to come to town, which I believe happens after completing a couple of the Fated Prophecies.
Good evening, broker.
The incantation is, I believe, offered by Hecate after some point of time.
The Good Witch always figured you would make your way up to the mortal realm. Once you were ready and the situation called for it. Well done.
She warded the pathway there until such time as I had the means to pass through. But the climate on the surface is another matter.
Feels like it would be kind of uncomfortably kind of cool and not humid, but you know how like it is, how it feels when it's just rained, it's drizzling, very light drizzle, kind of cold.
Your underworld birthright stuff getting in the way? A curse, not just a blessing, it would seem. Well, if your witchery got you this far, surely it can aid with this predicament.
That's the plan.
Granted, that kind of weather is actually my favorite. It's the sort that I breathe easiest in.
Headmistress raised you well.
Me and all my breathing problems, pneumonia long subsided, but asthma long persisting. Although even that much improved from where I started, admittedly. I used to have a lot more issues when I was living in my parents' house. All right, can we unlock something here? Oh, hello, the Argent Skull. So, I mean, admittedly, we only need 1 bronze, and we need 5 for that incantation. So let's go ahead and unlock that. And Rod of Fishing needs a bunch of bronze too, but it also needs Fate Fabric. Sure. We'll play with the skull until we get what we need.
The Argent Skull. I know the fury in your hollowed eyes.
Look.
Creepy artifact is yours, kiddo.
So this is one of my favorite weapons.
Get over here, young one, right now.
Again, I'm not entirely sure if I like it more than the Umbral Torches, but it's definitely up there as like top 2. Kind of like how the bow and the rail, particularly the Hestia rail, were my favorite weapons in Hades 1.
Above, a full moon flares, bestowing all her grace and power from beyond an earthly canopy of trees and soaring precipices, which provide a pristine vantage point.
If I recall, its initial iteration was pretty rough.
Between realms.
Pretty rough to use, but I love what they've done with it since early access. So it's kind of it's a projectile-based weapon. You shoot your skulls. There's a little bit of auto tracking. They do eventually run out of juice and pop. They do an AoE explosion where they land, and then to pick them up, you can use your special. Your special is like a little dash that does damage. You can use it as basically increasing your mobility. Like, we're very mobile if we just alternate a dash and special, which is really fun for speed running. And then your Omega special does kind of an AoE with a bigger dash, and your Omega attack does a big AoE circle. All in all, there are a lot of fun ways to play this build, or this weapon, and it has the objectively best speedrunning weapon in the game once we unlock its aspect. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead. Skelly had something to say.
Brave to venture through that previously warded gateway, but come on! You underworld types aren't cut out for surface life. Unless perchance there is an incantation that could help.
There absolutely is.
I think there is, Commander. Except it calls for reagents that can only be found up there. But how am I supposed to gather them before the incantation is complete?
Mayhaps just make a run for it, I don't know. So what if you can't stay long? Just grab what you need and get out of there.
Skelly gets it, and that's the plan for the rest of this episode.
It's not
All right.
ideal,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah, I think this is going to be a shorter episode of just me spamming Overworld until we get some of the stuff we need. The Thalamus we're not going to find up here. It's offered by Chaos. We need their little chaotic cupcakes is how I'd call them.
You are not meant to be here, little star. Your cursed blood shall fight your every step. Yet Nyx herself would understand the struggle that you face. She too once thwarted what the fates foretold.
I have no context for that, and I'm really curious what that actually is. Anyway, let's see. I guess I'll take Moonwater because that'll keep us alive a little bit longer in the overworld. There's our moss, right? Yep, that's the moss we needed. Excellent. So I don't know. There's something really satisfying about just mashing my projectile and then just having all of my ammo just get called back to me. Why are you there? Getting my ammo called back to me by just dashing.
Beautifully.
Again.
All right. So our goal here is, again, just to try and get the bronze we need, which we just did. Kiwi, we are going to unlock our aspect weapons. Woohoo! I do think this is going to be a shorter episode relative to the hour-long episodes that we've had in recent history, and I am okay with that. Because we definitely made progress. Oh, hi, Heffy.
So you're a witch or something, I'm to understand. Then what do you need me for? That fancy magic of yours ain't all it's cracked up to be. My work, Witchy, is reliable.
I enjoy that he calls us Witchy. I don't know why, it's funny to me. Let's see, Anvil Ring, attack, it basically doesn't matter. We'll take the special, I guess. Ding ding on the special. We are going to have a proper ding ding run soon, I promise. All right, any of these doors with forget-me-not marks on them? Because I'm going to prioritize them if I can. Doesn't look like it. It looks like the resources that we need only show up in the first 2 rooms for now. Which is fun, because we got what we needed, actually. I think I'm done spamming Overworld. So, alright. Guess we'll just take the hammer and die in this room, because we ain't surviving this. Maybe if I try and burn through my magic so that I can get a... I don't think I'm gonna get Moonwater off in time. Shoot. Wait, got it. Haha! I bought myself a little time to just kill a couple extra things. Oh, there it is. That Chthonic Fate starts ticking up so incredibly fast.
Oh, so that's the surface then.
That it is, but it will soon be our surface.
The air up there did not sit well with me at all.
Sounds like you need a couch.
Where's Lord Moros?
Looky
What
who.
is all this?
Oh, hello, Eris.
Miss me trouble? Thought I'd flit on over for a bit again and see how everybody's doing, since I'm welcome here and safe still, aren't I? Though it has been a little while.
It's not been long enough. Much as I wished you'd grown past your childishness, Eris, I can't imagine you've returned for any reason other than to keep it up.
What, you can't imagine I just want to visit my big sister, if not you? I get it, you're still mad I slowed you down before, but I will not do that again, I swear. So...
we'll see.
She said so true, so I accidentally skipped it. Yeah, she's absolutely going to be causing trouble, as we'll find out very soon. Oh, hello, Charon. For some reason, I actually thought him to have, like, spoken word for a second there.
These shipments shall be very valuable to us. We remain, as ever, in your debt, Charon. May swift Hermes hasten your voyages across the realms, wherever he may be. And until we meet again, shadows conceal you.
Thank you for the supplies, my lord.
Alrighty, can we... Let's see. Okay, so yeah.
What if...
Ooh, wow, we are getting a lot of incantations very quickly, most likely because we've unlocked the overworld. Yeah, several of these require resources that we don't have yet, but several of these do. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be very much a housekeeping episode, and that's fine. We can have those every now and again. Admittedly, this is probably going to be one of the only ones we have of its nature, but...
Can't believe sucking up to the fates actually worked. That big scroll over there, that's really from them.
I hear Toppy in the distance very proudly claiming that she's caught another wild sock and is presenting it to you, most likely, Kiwi, while you're in the bathroom.
Personally delivered by Lord Moros, no less. He seemed a little pressed for time, so we didn't get to talk much. Are the two of you close?
We're children of Nyx. None of us are close. But we crossed paths. When certain mortals get what they deserve, it involves us both.
I can only imagine.
Fates to say how it is and Nem to enforce it seems kind of, I guess, also kind of Moros in that front, and Than. Basically, it feels like the Fates are kind of very bossy siblings, if I had to...
Not even the wiles and stratagems of that resourceful sacker of cities, Odysseus, may be sufficient to overcome the Titan of Time.
Maybe I'm making some gross assumptions, but the Fates seem a little bossy, no offense to them.
Never to underestimate that man.
I have an offering for you, Goddess. On behalf of all the shades residing here, we are honored to be in your service and stand ready to do whatever it takes to prevail. Please share these spoils with whomever you see fit.
Some nectar, thank you. I feel like one of the gods of Olympus right now. You truly won't mind if I pass these bottles along?
The shades and I would only mind if you hoarded them.
All right, he gave us 2 nectar. That's kind of funny how we can actually receive nectar from other characters.
Hi, gang. Headmistress must have some important tasks for you.
Didn't think that was an option. All right, who else do we have? I know it's absolutely just because of Hades 1, but I still love Hypnos so much. He's still one of my favorite characters in the whole series. All right, so let's go see what incantations we can actually make happen. This one we can't because we need something from our other runs. Aspects of night and darkness at long last. Reveal aspects within the silver pool that will further empower each main weapon. The nocturnal arms belong to no one, but may be persuaded to let trusted bearers choose their form.
Headmistress, if I may. As bearer of the fated arms of night, I seek their aspects, hidden from my sight.
Your will is done.
All right, there we go. That is a huge upgrade to our overall, not just strength, but progress in this game. The aspect weapons open up so many avenues to how we play. And like, it's so cool that they take a base weapon and just change a little bit about the gameplay gimmick and make it play so much more different. And with all the different god boons, there are so many build possibilities. It's one of the things I love most about this game series. It's so fun. All right, so we don't have cattail for that. Stygian wells, we can't buy Molly, don't have iron. Propensity towards gold, need nightshade for that. Okay, so this is the only one we can actually get, because I can buy a fate fabric over from the wretched broker here.
Broker?
So we get propensity towards gold. Reveal golden urns in various locations which yield up to 15 coins once shattered. Promises of unimaginable riches were enough to swell the ranks of the Titan's legions. Yeah, that sounds right.
Whatever gleams with gold shall soon be found.
Greed is a potent motivator.
It shall be thus.
Not that I'm unaware of that fact. I mean, when you have student loans just looming over your head, it's hard not to feel the need for capital, I suppose. Okay. So, that begs the question, who is going to be our first weapon?
Pool reacted to my spell.
There's the axe. I think I promised a ding-ding run, so let's do some ding-ding. The Arched Skull isn't maybe the best weapon for that, but it's still pretty solid on the special. So we'll take Hephaestus's keepsake. We will...
Watch and learn.
Second.
Something transpired with the silver puddle back there, I could tell, young one. You're doing, perchance, that of the fates themselves.
I've revealed in the pool the aspects of the nocturnal arms. Not their true forms exactly, but different ones, with their own great power.
Ah, the nocturnal arms. Your brother, he once used their counterparts, and those ones too turned into other stuff. Well, if you need to test your newfound strength, I'm here.
We know that, Skelly. You're always here for us.
I know it, Commander.
Alrighty, so we've got the Argent Skull. Let's go ahead and pick our first.
The aspects of the nocturnal arms.
Lots of options. Okay. Oh, and we also have access to the black coat now because we've accessed the surface, I suppose. Adamant we're not going to see for a while, though, admittedly, since we can't even get to the surface safely. So, Argent Skull, let's see. Aspect of Melanoe. That is what, Melanoe, that's what we're already using. So, I guess let's go ahead and take one level on that. Take some ash, some lime. The way the aspect of Melanoe works on the Argent Skull is your attacks have more power for each shell fired and not yet retrieved. So, like we saw before, your shells kind of wait on the ground until you retrieve them or special near them. So basically, every shell that I fire has a little bit more damage, which makes it scale very well with a number of different boons. So
much to choose from now.
Plus one level to that for now. And what I'm going to do is similar to what I did in the previous Hades, in my Hades 1 playthrough, is I'm only going to level these up one at a time rather than dumping all of my resources into them. As much fun as that would be, because some of these just scale ridiculously well. I'm looking at you, Medea. I think it just balances it out so I can try each weapon, have some difficulty to the early game runs where I'm not pushing fear too hard, and kind of find a nice balance of difficulty to my base power. So, one level of aspect of Melanoe. Melanoe. There we go. It's a little hard for me to pronounce, admittedly. Not for anyone's fault other than my own. Anyway, Kiwi, I think with all that said, I'm going to end the episode here. I know it's short. I know we didn't actually do a run, but we did a lot of housekeeping. We unlocked some major game progression items, and hopefully with the blessing of chaos and 2 or 3 more runs, we will be actually touching the surface and staying up there. So with all that said, Kiwi, look forward to the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one for some more Hades 2.
Nothing. Ugh.